And we are rolling. What's happening, folks? It is
What's
episode
happening, people?
5. Episode
Let me
5,
knock.
of the Archive podcast.
But do not disturb on Dan, just in case, because we're the busy people.
I'll put mine on, pretend like people text me.
Oh, hang on. This could be the perfect opportunity to just jump straight into the topic. I got sent something. Oh, this actually, right. I have just got sent. Jez just sent me it. So shout out my buddy Jez.
Instagram.com/heard_strong.
Right, so, but this is such a coincidence. Honestly, didn't plan this, but
Shredding 7. 7 day, let me read that.
7-day fat loss shot drinks and natural supplements. All natural, leaf emoji, clinically proven. 7-day shots. Right, so this is the first time I've seen this brand, I'll be honest with you.
Off. Just fuck off.
So success isn't given, it's earned. Right, motivational quote. The best revenge is massive success. Don't wait for opportunities, create them. Already is making me feel a bit sick, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, this fat loss, you just look at the page to get to lose weight of this fat loss page, because you'll read them and you'll just spew up wherever you've eaten, because the fucking descriptions and the captions will just make you ill.
I'm loving my results. My stomach is definitely flatter. A testimonial from a happy customer, Lucy from Essex. These things, right? We chatted supplements, didn't we? And we said about whether supplements are a necessary thing, and they're not. They're not at all. Like, I've just bought some. Shout out Stups. We got a little pre-workout. Got a little pre-workout going.
What you got there?
And then we've got some 7th gear, some Naughty Boy pump, and some hydraulic pump. Right, but
Is that Axe and Sledge, the hydraulic pump?
yeah,
yeah.
So I buy supplements, I use them, but at the same time, I'm not I don't buy into the bullshit anymore with social media, and I'm seeing too much bullshit going around in social media that needs to change. Like,
it's
I'm
never
looking
going to
at
change,
this,
though, is it?
No, but if we can change the mindset around everything, it's going to allow for probably a slight shift in momentum towards the actual health and fitness industry, not bullshit products. So
I think there's a lot more information out there now to kind of steer people away from going down that road of buying into that shit, because I know a lot, like a decent time ago, they were a lot more successful. Like, a lot more people were buying into it, I feel. And I feel like now, because of like, you've got the YouTube scene and the Instagram is like popping with like educational posts and stuff on this, and you've got the influencers, like you've got James Smith, which is like the pioneer of like slagging these like 7-day fucking coffee drink things. So I think there's a lot more information out there now to steer people away from getting into it. But like, I just want to know why they still exist. Like, why is there companies, and why is there people going like, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll fucking buy a bulk of fucking fair trade coffee, like, when you get the like dregs, when there's like bits left, and I'll sell it in packets of fucking fat loss coffees, and I'll market it that way. Like, just fuck off.
The reason why they're still about, though, is because people are still buying into it. No one, like, everyone's too lazy and everyone wants everything there and then. You've got to understand, results are going to come from time. For example, say you are one of the ones that buys a weight loss drink. You lose, say, £7, and you think, oh, this is great, but is it sustainable? No, you've literally just shit yourself and you've shit out £7. You've probably lost a little bit of food in the gut. When you buy these things, you naturally tend to opt for better food choices because you're already financially
it gives you
invested
that
in it.
it gives you that
Yeah,
kick,
you're
doesn't it?
financially invested. So you spend whatever, say 30 quid on this shredding 7. Then because you spend 30 quid, you're like, oh, I'm going to make sure my food's on point. So you start eating a little bit better. You start actually training again. Then the couple of benefits of you've shat yourself multiple times and all those 3 things together, you've lost £7. But
You
in
can't shit yourself
reality,
thin, guys.
if you just ate a little bit better and trained a little bit more, you might not have lost £7, but you're on a more sustainable rate of weight loss and you're learning lessons to guide you on, not just taking one supplement and thinking it's all going to get better. Because if you're looking for a quick fix for your long-term health, you've got some issues that you need to like think, because health, you like, depending on how old you are now, you could have another 60 years to live, you could have another 40, you could have 20, but at the same time you want results for that duration over 7 days, and you didn't get fat in 7 days, you didn't like get unfit, you didn't lose all your strength, you didn't get anything in 7 days. It was like a period of long work. So if you got fat, you didn't just eat bad for a week, you ate bad for a long duration to really notice it, and then you've gone too far and you're like, oh God,
Yeah.
where do I go now? And it's not a 7-day fix. Like, it's not.
No.
And what we wanted to talk about was not shredding 7, but the new thing that's going around that everyone's been chatting about, skinny jab.
Give me strength, bro. Like, honest to God. I
So
saw that. I first saw it on it was TM Cycles' story.
yeah, so it's been like slated enough by fitness professionals, but there's certain influencers that get paid, right, to promote these products. So someone just got paid to
Shock.
promote that shredding 7. Do they use it? Probably not, but they're gonna pay. They're gonna get paid regardless because they've got a big enough Instagram following. So when someone promotes this, it's for monetary benefit, not for anything else. So
Yeah.
they, like, you've seen the Lauren Goodger clip where she was promoting that boom bod, and no, it was they scammed it. It was some BBC scam, and they said, right, can you promote this drink for us? And basically said it's got cyanide in it. For those who don't know, you drink cyanide, you're gonna die. It's really, really poisonous. So they then give her this product and said, oh, can you promote it for us? We'll pay you. And then there's a clip of her with her like marketing team, and she's like, yeah, of course I don't take it. Everyone knows it's shit by now, but I still get paid for it. You know what I mean? Why would I drink it? I know it's a load of shit. And she's still promoting that same product to millions of people.
Yeah.
And that's what would really like grind my
Yes,
gears. You
it
know what I
gets
mean?
on my, like, it's the worst thing ever, right? But can you blame them?
Yeah,
They're not into
you've
fit.
got to
They're
have a
not.
bit of
Yeah, you've got to have a bit of morality, yeah, behind you. But come on, man. Like,
like
the people who are buying this shit are just as, actually no. I don't like. It's got to the point now where, like, I can't fathom why anyone would even buy them. Like, why are people, like, to me, I don't know why they're still a thing, because there's not a single soul on this planet that has gone from looking like an absolute sack of spuds to being like, their ideal body in 7 days. Like, it's never happened, ever.
no, but
Like,
people still
so,
hold on to that hope because they can't be asked, bro. That's the simple be all and end all. People can't be asked to put in a bit of graft. Like,
I know they
people have
can't, but
given up.
like, it, and like, I've just got no words. Do you know? It just makes me really mad. Like,
Yeah, is one of those ones where people are pushing these products now, and this, because social media has become such an affluent market. You've got Instagram where people are doing it as a full-time job. Then you've
yeah,
got people that are promoting their businesses on there, and that's their main revenue stream through advertising, things like that. Then you've got sponsorship deals, which are becoming more and more lucrative because of the mass social media following. So these products, if you see someone post it, for some reason, there's this ideology. How do you say it?
Ideological.
Yeah, what he just said, right? That if someone's got a big social media following, they know what they're on about. That's the thing.
No.
It's people think is that analogy. You walk past a restaurant, it's completely empty, but you wouldn't go in there. But you walk past a really busy restaurant, you're going to get drawn to it because there's more people. It doesn't matter on the quality of the food in that place.
Yeah.
If you've been there before, on first glance, you'll look at the one that's busy and think, there's so many people that have gone there, that one must be the best. When in reality, it could be a shithole, but it's just popular.
It's like the McDonald's, isn't it? It's just like McDonald's, really, yeah.
So if you're basing your decision off how many Instagram followers someone's got, you're part of the problem.
Yeah.
Just because you've got a following doesn't mean you know what you're on about.
Mm.
And that's where they make their market from, is they pick on these, I say pick on them because they pick on these
companies,
like,
right? They don't.
influential people, and they try and push to vulnerable people who are in that position. People like social media is a landmine for mental health issues. You're scrolling through there, you're seeing everyone's perfect day, you're seeing the perfect photo. I've done it myself where we take like 400 photos and we're like, right, that one's a good one. And that's what gets posted. No one sees all the shit that goes behind the scenes to an Instagram pic. And these companies are using these people to promote to vulnerable people, and that's their audience market. They're picking on people who want to be in better shape. These social media influencers, normally in really good shape, they're really pretty, they in mental nick, they're strong, they're this and that. And then everyone who watches aspires to be like them. And then they post one product, like they're shredding 7, and then they think, oh, that's how they got there. And that's the first thing. And it's not true. It's not.
The thing is, these companies that are selling these things, they don't look at that influencer and go, do you know what? That person is the perfect person for this product. That person, they just look at the number on the following. That influencer is just a ticket to that person's following. It's just access to that many people. That's what these companies are doing effectively. And the biggest disappointing thing is these Lauren Goodyear, Gemma Collins, all that.
Just touch on the old Gemma Collins.
They are not. Yeah, we'll get to it. Ooh, standard. Genuine, people anyway. Whatever I was saying. The biggest disappointment for me is people like these Lauren Goodyear and Gemma Collins. All them Z-lister, nobodies. They I can accept that they are just unsavory characters, just selling their souls. But the thing that really gets to me is fitness people. You get fitness influencers endorsing their shit. People who are trainers or people that are fit and shit like that. Do you remember Shreds? Do you remember Joey Swole and stuff
Paige Hathaway?
Fair play, Joey Swole has redeemed himself now. I know he's the head of a company now and he's still pushing products, but he doesn't sell the bullshit. What was the other one? What was the other guy's name? Devin Physique, was it?
Devin Physique, yeah.
Yeah, he photoshopped his photos to plug results for these pre-workouts. And what was it? What was Mike Chang was there? Used to plug that red drink, which was just a pre-workout.
Yeah, 6-pack shortcuts. Yeah.
Yeah, those guys are the bottom of the barrel. The people who are into fitness that you look at as influence to get fit and healthy and to get your physique that you want, that are selling you a product together. Ultimately, that is just, they just don't belong in this field and they just should be and blacklisted from fitness social media. Affected because that's what I think. Bullshit.
Yeah, but that's what I think. You said the swing in promoting it is gone from fitness professionals promoting it
to just normal people.
Yeah, and the fitness professionals are now the ones defending it. So I caught a lot of slack over Holly Hagan. This was a couple of weeks ago now. She put up a post saying she's lost £8 in lockdown with a like photo of her with a rig out, and
But
she
the
was
thing
like,
is,
"Yeah,
right? She's done a 180, so she's realised now that I think it's a marketing thing and I think it's a publicity thing. But at the end of the
yeah,
day, it's the message behind it. She used to promote these like 7-day bullshit, beverages. Let's call them that, bullshit beverages, and fucking whatever you want to call them, like pills and what have you. She's done a 180 now, and she's promoting, sustainable calorie deficit, eating relatively well, and she's shown and she's like documented that she's got results from that. Well, where's the harm in that? There was no product put in the thing. There was no trainer tag. There
no,
was no product to be sold. There was just a message behind a post saying, "This is how I got these results. This is the way you should do it." And she's got a massive, she's got like a couple of million followers. Like, how can you draw negatives from that? Yeah, she used to promote that. Yeah, she's had surgery, but she's still pushing a message that a lot of people are going to benefit from. Whereas you
yeah."
get these
And
fucking, come on, man, like
but
come on.
that was my argument with it. So it was. She said she lost £8 in lockdown in like I think it was like 8 weeks at the time. £1 a week is a really sustainable rate of weight loss. Like as a fitness professional, you wouldn't be like, "Oh, you need to slow down. You're doing it wrong."
Yeah,
She
no,
said she had some days where she was eating shit. Mental health was suffering a little bit. She opted for the tub of Haagen-Dazs. But on the other day, she just cut back a little bit, and it's all about moderation in life. You get your results from moderation. If you go one extreme, it's not very healthy. You go the other extreme, it's not very healthy. You got to find that balance. And her balance was, she went from like just doing these really unhealthy, like she's had liposuction, she's had surgery, she's had this and that. Yeah, you probably will never achieve her body because the amount of surgery she's had, the amount of work she's had done. But what she's now promoting isn't you'll get a body like hers. It's you will start to see results. And if she was promoting these boom bod, like it would piss me off even more because she's still trying to con people into selling their money and like investing in a product that's in a load of essence, a load of
bullshit.
shit. And then you've got these fitness influencers now saying, look, if you opt for a calorie deficit, you're going to have a better way of dieting. You're going to try and change your lifestyle. That's a positive message, in my opinion. If like she was like saying, oh, this is a calorie deficit, you can achieve this body that I've got, and like selling you the dream with it, that's where I'd get a problem. But she's literally just
Yeah.
said, try a calorie deficit. That's
When
she's teaching the law of thermodynamics, which is what we're trying to preach as fitness professionals. It's that whole, you can find a balance, you can do what you enjoy doing, you can eat what you want, and you can still get results by just
when
adhering to that energy in versus energy out.
when results are attached to a product, run away. When results are attached to a person or a ideology, so like calorie deficit and training a certain way, that you can argue which training method is best all day. There is no one best. There is no best. But when the argument is towards that, like that's how I got my results. Yeah, do your research, buy into it, invest in that. But as soon as somebody starts attributing their results to a product or anything to do with money, fuck me, run the other way. Like Forrest Gump, because ultimately it's bullshit. Right, there's a reason that, performance enhancers are illegal. It's because they work. Do you really think you're going to get shredded in 7 days with something you can buy in Tesco? No.
Like,
What's wrong
if
with
that
you?
was the case, how many people do you think would be walking around in mental
Absolute rigs walking around. It'd be like fucking, where's that place where fucking Thor is from? Asgard. It'd be like Asgard in fucking Aberdeen, like.
Oh, I thought you meant, I thought you meant like half Thor Bjornsson. I was gonna say Iceland, bro.
No. Well, you'd walk to Cardiff and it'd be like bloody, it'd be like just glows of like, oh, just people like
Yeah, it'd be like
walking around
around
like
Muscle
Greek
Beach
gods, like.
24/7. But
Oh,
what I don't understand then is people then still buy into it. You've got, so for example, if you think 7 days, you can get the body you want. How many? There'd be people, you know, these queues outside Tesco because of COVID and stuff. There'd be queues outside Tesco 24/7 of people just trying to get these products.
Yeah.
But there's a reason why you see these influencers say they post this product, then a couple of weeks later, this product, a couple of weeks, this product. Oh, thanks for all my results from this product, this product, this product. If the first one was so good, you wouldn't fucking take the others, would you?
No. You know, and do you know if you're a person who's bought, you know, first it was Slim Fast, then it's Boom Bod, then it's Skinny Coffee, now it's Skinny Jab. If you've bought all of those, just fuck off. You're an idiot.
Don't you think at some point you would have
Just get in
thought,
the
like,
bin.
oh,
Yeah.
like, so what I want to do was with the Skinny Jab. So Gemma Collins, 1.8 million followers.
Get it out
Now,
my sight now.
I will read the ad that she'd put up. So has she deleted it?
The picture makes
is
me
this
laugh.
one here?
The picture makes me howl. Like,
This is the picture.
it's just, you've just changed your blouse, love. Like, Jen, like, you just changed and put a bit of fake tan on. Like, grow up.
The thing is, lots of you been asking me how I am looking so good. I need to tell about how amazing the team at Skinny Jab have been throughout lockdown. I think it's safe to say we've all had those days over the past month where we felt very low with no motivation to do anything. But keeping on track of my weight loss and continuing to stay motivated has never been easier with Skinny Jab on board. Honestly, Caroline and her team have been the best support. Not only have they kept my supply of jabs up to date, they've also been providing me with meal plans and weekly checkups with how I'm getting on. Please go check out their page if you're looking for a real solution to lose weight at Skinny Jab. I have always been body confident no matter of size.
She forgot to put in that they're supplying her with absolutely mental wedge along with that as well to promote this bullshit.
I'd like to
I bet she haven't
Jab.
I bet she haven't jabbed one of them. Bet she haven't even used a single one.
No, I think it's safe to say, thanks to Skinny Jab for lining my pockets, you funded whatever I want.
You funded my next.
This.
You funded my next lot of fillers. Thanks. And my new Range Rover.
So let's go. Right, let's give a little breakdown on Skinny Jab. So I've not done a lot of research because I can't be asked to Yeah, I've done a little bit. So Skinny Jab is an injection which you jab every 4 weeks or every week, but it's a 4-week supply you get. And it's a liraglutide, which is a prescription drug that is used to treat type 2 diabetes because it's an appetite suppressant, and being obese is a massive risk factor in type 2 diabetes.
It's like a glucose disposal agent, like that kind of type of drug. I don't know if it's that exact. It acts the exact same way as like metformin. Like if you're type 2 diabetic, you take metformin to like get rid of that excess glucose. Ultimately, that's what liraglutide is. Effectively just a weight management injection or drug used to keep type 2 diabetics around a healthy weight. So
this 4-week supply, this 4-week supply is £250. £250. Let that sink in. I'll do some quick math.
Let's go on
because
the website.
I haven't gone on the website. So £250 for 4 weeks. So that is a month's supply in essence. So if we then times that by 12, say this was every year, you're spending £3,000 on a Skinny Jab. Now, £3,000 is a shit lot of money. And
it's $3,000
for a year's supply. £250 for a month.
It's just the website.
I don't know. I've never been on there.
No, if that doesn't look dodgy, then
what I'm thinking is, right, $3,000. Say you take it for a year because you are obese and you bought into it, right? What do you do then once a year's supply is over? Do you carry on? No. Like, the only saving grace to this Gemma Collins post is they've provided her with a meal plan and weekly checkups. So a meal plan is probably going to be the thing that's driving a lot of the results. The weekly checkups are going to keep her accountable to not eating like shit. That's the only saving grace to that post.
It says
so in essence, go on.
Average weight loss is £12 to £20. in 4 weeks.
That's a lot.
That is a lot, bro. Like, what's that?
That's quite
£5 up to £5 a week
yeah. So you've got to think that is just over a stone and a half. Well,
in 4
yeah.
weeks.
So you're looking at that and you think, oh God, if you're someone like my build, I've got a bit more weight to lose than Dan. So I can imagine the reason why people are losing a lot of weight is because the people that are buying this are seriously overweight. The more overweight you are, the quicker you can lose weight without any like adverse health benefits, and the whole like if you lose weight too quickly, it's not sustainable and it can be damaging. But if you are severely obese, you can lose a lot of weight quickly, and I think that's going to be why the average weight loss is going to be so high with a certain product. But at the same time, Gemma Collins is posting that, but then she's also posting this. Right, Dan, you ready?
Oh, I've seen it. Spokesperson for fitness here, guys.
This is the one. This is the one. I don't know why, but the KFC chips are...
People love her for posting this shit as well. I don't want to be a hater or anything, but it's just...
been dieting all week. You need a treat.
She's pretty She's pretty funny, but come on.
Yeah, that goes on for a minute, right? You're taking health advice
from somebody who does that.
Yes, I know I eat shit every now and then. Like, I pigged out the other day at 2 large Dominoes, right? We won't talk about it. I didn't eat much throughout the day, and then I decided to pile all my calories.
Unjustify it.
Is that healthy? No. Am I telling you to go do it? No. But at the same time, someone was glorifying this fast food as this greatness thing, and yeah, everyone enjoys fast food.
What people are going to draw from that? Go on.
At the same time, is also put in unhealthy things, because what I've got is that she's eating all this shit, she's still losing weight. That's what someone can look at it at face value.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
That ain't healthy.
So
and that's not what you should be doing.
People are going to look at that now and go, I'm really out of shape. I'm really not happy the way I look. I'm going to get that skinny jab. Oh my God, Gemma Collins has lost all this weight and she's still munching on like a sharing bucket for 6 on her own. I can do that as well. No, you can't, Chief.
No.
She's been paid $20,000 to post that one post. Like, she hasn't used them jabs. She hasn't. You're going to be out of pocket and you're going to cry into your KFC like everyone else who's buying into this shit.
Yeah, and for £250, I've done a little breakdown of what you can buy. So you can get a month's gym membership at Planet Fitness.
You can get a month block with me at 2 sessions a week for that.
Yeah, you can get a month membership at Planet Fitness. You can get a PT for 8 sessions, who will provide nutritional advice and a training program, as well as 8 hours of his time dedicated to upskilling you to become more knowledgeable, to make your own decisions around health and fitness. You then also have probably about 10 quid extra to throw on, I don't know, your next weekly shop of better foods, because you've saved a bit of money so you can splash out. Because people say eating healthy is expensive. It is, but at the same time, you've got to reevaluate what you deem essential on your travels.
But the thing is, have you seen like Joe Delaney, he does videos on like how to meal prep for a week for like £1 per meal. So there's no real excuse to not eating relatively healthy.
There's no excuse. And yeah, if you want higher quality, like fresher produce, like free range eggs, some better quality meat, you're going to have to spend a little bit more. But at the same time, I don't feel like there should be any cost too short for your, like, to look after your health. At the end of the day, you're looking to be healthy and be the best functioning person you can, and you're worried about spending an extra 10 quid on your shop just to make sure that's the case. If you're worried about spending 10 quid, don't buy that one fast food a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I spend like 20 quid on Dominoes. If I was like really too worried, I'd just be like, right, I just want to spend 20 quid there. I can save my money elsewhere. There's people try and make excuses for everything, but at the end of the day, you've just got to bite the bullet and do it. Like, there's no excuse for hard work, and you can't get past the fact that you are going to have to put a little bit of graft in if you want to change your body and change your lifestyle. Yeah, there are easier ways to do it. Like you can go on a more sustainable diet, but at some point you're going to have to sacrifice and just say, I'm willing to give up a little bit of what I like for some short-term like suffering to get those results that I want. Then you can kind of cruise off a little bit. Anders Van had done a really good post on it and said, I feel like some people need to throw themselves in 100% to start off with, because that's where you learn a lot of results. So you go in, you throw yourself 100%, you train like a savage, you eat, you watch what you eat, and you make sure it's clean day in, day out. You do that for a year, and you've learned so many habits, and you've built up so many good practices that it gets to the point where you can decide to slack off a little bit. You can ease up. You can go the bit more moderate route. You can start tracking your calories and making those sensible decisions. But you said, during that year, you are going to suffer a little bit. You are going to miss out on some things, but then that sets you for the rest of your life to make educated decisions around health and fitness. So before thinking about buying into a skinny jab, which might make you lose, because it's got weight loss benefits. Like the research says, it will help you lose weight. But at the same time,
it's a bit
you're not
dangerous to even
learning
say that
anything.
on you.
But it will help you lose weight. But the reality is, it's something that's going, you inject into your body short term, you get short term results, you carry on eating, you haven't broke any of those habits, you haven't developed any good practices, and you get back to step one.
I'm going to go as far to say
cycle.
on you. I'm going to go as far to say on you that you use those, you're not going to see any benefit from them. They don't work. I'm going to say that just because saying that they have weight loss benefits is ultimately like a bit of a risky thing, because people are going to watch this or potentially just come across this and say and see that and be like, oh, you know, I'm so desperate to get this weight loss. Fuck what they said about doing it the long way. I'm still going to take that shortcut. I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm going to buy into it. You're not going to see any fucking benefit from them. You're just not, because everyone the kind of people that are buying into these things, they have no self-discipline. They want easy fixes. They're not willing to work. That's the reason why they're buying into this. They're not willing to work. They're never going to just watch. They're never going to read a post or watch a podcast or watch a video or talk to someone and have a conversation that stops them in their tracks and goes, do you know what? I need to just knuckle down and do the work. They're not going to. They're not the type of person to do that. And if you're the type of person that buys into this shit, look at yourself and say, what do I need to do to become a more productive, have more self-discipline, and actually start and get on the right track to being a more, disciplined person? Because you need discipline and you need self-control. You don't need a fucking fat loss drink. You don't need a trainer. You need to work on yourself first, because you're never going to get there if you don't fix that like psychological issue. Psychological issue is probably an overstatement, but you need to fix that trait in you or habit before you even look at getting into fitness. Get into fitness as like a sideline, do it, get into it first, but you're not going to be able to put everything into something until you fix that. And there is no conversation in the world that is going to fix that for you.
No, and that's why I said about they do have weight loss benefits, but it's going to be that vicious cycle. You'll lose weight, you'll have that quick fix, you think everything's great. But then because you've not changed anything, you haven't corrected any of the problems that got you to fat in the first place, you're going to just keep going in that cycle. And it can be a vicious cycle of draining you financially, draining your mental health, because you think, oh, why am I getting the results? You're looking on social media, seeing other people doing it, and because you haven't fixed the problem. The problem is that you, like Dan said, need a bit of self-discipline, need a little bit of motivation, need that to light that fire in your ass. I did a post on motivation, and motivation is temporary. And that's why, say you bought into this weight loss pill, you'd be like, oh, I'm motivated now, I'm doing this. And then that will die off. And then you haven't got that consistency and that habit around it to keep forming those lifelong changes. And it's going to be that vicious circle of you going round and round and round, not going anywhere, staying in the same spot. But ultimately, when you're staying in that same spot, you're damaging your mental health in the process, you're damaging you financially, and it's all going to take a toll on you to the point where you think, oh, I'll just give up with it. And then a year later, try again. You need to start forming some lifelong habits that, like for me and Dan, we're trainers. We don't live by the book. We don't die by the book. We're not like, I need to be diced 24/7. I need to be this and that. I'd say me and Dan are relatively healthy individuals. We train, we enjoy our social lives, we don't really care too much about what others think of us. Like everyone has those days where like, like I wish I looked a bit better, this and that. But ultimately, we're quite happy in ourselves. We're doing the right things. Yeah, we enjoy some shit food. Dan loves a kebab wrap on the weekend. I eat a pizza. But at the same time, I've got enough self-discipline and habits built up that,
To not
yeah,
make that
I'll
an
do
everyday
that.
thing.
But then I can just put that to the side and just carry on as normal. And too many people think there's like a sacrifice for hard work, and there's not. So before you think about buying into a weight loss supplement, think, am I in a right place that I can start a health and fitness journey? Because if you say no, that supplement's not going to do anything for you. If you say yes, you'll realize that supplement's a load of bullshit and you don't need it because you just need to develop some consistency and habits around your eating and nutrition.
Like, I
That's the
promise
be
you,
all
as
and
soon
end
as
all.
you start doing it the right way, you look at these and you'll be like, these shitty gimmicks, and you'll be like, these are bollocks. I get the best results from just being consistent. And it's such a cliche.
Yeah.
And people are fed up of hearing like the work hard, you know, be consistent. Like when I was like first started training, I was fed up with the bullshit, bro. Like I was like, oh, consistency, hard work, like boring. But you know, it is true. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you just got get over it. That's the only thing that's going to get you where you want, really.
Yeah, and there's going
As
to be some
cliche as
days
it
where you
is.
come in and you don't feel like doing it. Like when I was weightlifting, fuck me, there would be days, right, where I'd go in and my snatch felt like shit, my clean felt like shit. I was like, why am I still weightlifting? But then you have those days where everything clicks and it makes it all worth it. And you're like, right, I'm getting better. I'm actually seeing progress. And it might be a case for you that you've been dieting 2-3 weeks and you think, oh, I should be seeing some major changes. I should just play with it, roll with it. What I'm a big advocate of is actual, not outcome goals, which is I want to be a certain weight, is process goals. So to get that certain weight, I know I need to eat healthy. I need to hit my calories for the day and my protein target. I need to train 4 times a week. I need to get my steps. If you tick those off and you're not seeing any progress, but you're ticking those off, you know you're doing things to get better. And eventually you will get better. Like, if you're focused on an outcome, when you get it, what do you do next? Do you set another outcome? No, you just carry on doing what you've been doing. So if you've put those performance goals in place where you're like, right, I need to do this, I need to do that, tick them off every day, then you're going to become a better individual and learn to love the process. And that's what it is.
Small
Like, if you
measurable
don't love what you're
goals.
doing, why are you doing it? We're on this earth for a finite amount of time. If you're sat there doing something you don't enjoy over and over again, and why are you doing it? If health and fitness isn't for you, don't worry. That's fine. But what I don't want is you then promoting that there's an alternative to health and fitness, and then there's a quick fix to it all. And I don't need promoting that being obese is good for you. Like, I'm all well and good. If you want to be obese, and you're body positive about it, all right, but don't try and say being unhealthy is the best way to live, because it's not.
Ultimately, that's a topic for another day as well.
Yeah, because like it'll grind me, and you see it like, oh, you should love yourself no matter what. At the same time, if you're really unhealthy and you're proposing adverse health risks to yourself, you need to make a change as well.
If you really love yourself that much, ultimately you need to do something about it, because I
Yeah.
get fitness isn't for everyone, but health should be everyone's priority.
Yeah.
Like, why would you
Yeah.
like the chances of you even existing, even being a human, is so little. You know, the chances of that, your little sperm going into the egg, you know, you being created, the chances of that, so minute. And you're just going to piss it away because you like KFC. Like, sort your priorities out. And I know I know I'm coming across a bit like bad cop here and a bit, you know, a bit extreme, but come on. Like, stop taking shit for granted. Like, yeah, you might not enjoy jumping on the treadmill, or you might not enjoy lifting the weights, and that's fine. It's not for everyone. But do not put your
just
health
do
to the
nothing.
side. Just come on.
Just do something.
There's something out there for
is better
everyone.
than nothing.
There's a fitness output out there for everyone. Like, I don't care what it is. If it's badminton, if it's squash, if it's just going for a walk, there's something for everyone. So there's no excuse for anyone.
And like, we're promoting strength training stuff. That might not be for you. That's fine.
That's just
what
our
I want you to
niche.
take away. Yeah, what I want you to take away is strength training is what I like doing. Strength training is what Dan likes doing. You might be one of the ones, like Dan said, that goes for a game of squash twice a week. If that's your outlet and you enjoy doing it, you keep doing it because it's making you a healthier individual. But at the same time, don't just sit and do absolutely nothing about something. Just do something. Just get out there and do something. But if there's anything you take away from this podcast, is don't do skinny jab, but do something.
Do something as long as it's not skinny jab.
Yeah. And I think this whole skinny jab is being like allowed to promote, but at the same time is, if you compare it to steroids, right? So this is going to cause a little bit of
Steroids.
controversy, but
is it though?
No, well, it's not, is it? If you take a skinny jab, you're injecting what is it? A hormone? No, it's not a hormone, is it?
No, it's
We'll have a look now.
Let's have a look. What's it called? Liraglutide, is it?
Yeah.
Liraglutide.
Oh God. We'll have a look. Basically, you're injecting something into your body. We'll just go with that.
Its effects on long-term health outcomes like heart disease and life expectancy are unclear.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you're jabbing something into your body, right?
Mm-hmm.
It be something that has a performance-enhancing benefit. To what degree, we don't know, because it is just something. But people bastardize people who take steroids for just becoming a healthier individual. Now, yeah, there's extremes. You've got the bodybuilders that abuse them to like the maxes because that's what they want to do.
Like,
We're
there's a
not
difference
talking
between use and
extremes here.
abuse, isn't there?
Yeah, we're talking about moderation. You've got some people that just want to take a little dose of gear to make themselves better individuals. And then they're getting shamed by everyone. They're saying that what they're doing is completely wrong. Look at all the health risks and stuff. All they're doing is they're monitoring their eating. They're eating really well. They probably don't go out and get pissed every weekend. They don't smash like unhealthy amounts of food into them. They train. They don't do any of this other stuff, and they want something that will make themselves better. And that gets demonized by everyone because it's a steroid. It's blah, blah, blah. As long as they're not competing in a federation that's got like banned substances. If they're taking a banned substance in a federation, then that's a whole topic for another day, and that's on sporting uses. But if they're taking it for general health benefits, for recreational like health and fitness people, and they're just doing it to get that little bit better, and you're someone that's demonizing that, but thinking, skinny jab's good. Have a think about the like moralities between. One is being used by people who are already healthy, looking to get a little bit better. One is used by someone that doesn't understand what healthy is, doesn't understand health and fitness, and then is doing it to try and look better. There's similarities between the two.
The thing is, the people who take steroids are often way, way, way more health conscious than half the people that are even in the gym. Like, the people who take steroids eat healthy. They do blood work. They're on top of their health. Because they've added that extra, factor in that may negate their health. So they are so on point with it. Obviously, there's exceptions, like the old gym bloke who just jabs like 10 mil in his ass a week, and it's just a blob. Like, there's an exception. Then you're going into that abuse category and the use. But come on now, how can you demonize one thing just because it's like taboo and it's like illegal kind of I know it's not illegal to use in the UK, but it is in the US and Australia and things like that. But then you've got this skinny jab, this been labelled as like, do you remember? I'll put it this way, right? Heroin used to be sold over the counter for, what was it sold for?
We're going down a rabbit hole, yeah?
Yeah, it's good though, isn't it? Heroin. Search history.
And
Just
search
Google
history.
heroin. Skinny jab. Heroin. But yeah,
Pros
you
and
could buy
cons.
heroin and people were raving about heroin. Look at heroin now, bro. She had a glow down, heroin did. Come on now.
Yeah. Talk about a glow up.
Wake up.
Glow down.
Like, you've got skinny jab, people are raving about it, you know, it's the next best thing, the next best fat loss thing. Heroin. You know, it was the best painkiller, you know. You couldn't sleep, heroin. If you had a bad foot, heroin. If you had a really bad back, heroin.
And you
Now
look
at
where,
heroin.
like,
Look at where heroin is
yeah,
now.
you look at where that is now. But you have a think of these, like, back to the fitness company side of things with Skinny Jab, Boom Bod. You don't see them being massively publicized because they're not working. And if they were the golden secret, everyone would be posting it everywhere. But they're not. The reason why these new companies come around is to try and create that little buzz to make a little bit of money because they know it's going to die out. Just don't buy into it in the first place. That's all I'm.
These
That's all
companies
I'm saying.
they just buy in. What they do it is just like a team of maybe 2 or 3 people that think, oh, you know, bing, they get that light bulb. They go, we'll buy this compound in bulk from, like, you know, in this case, a pharmaceutical company or a manufacturer. It's like the coffee. Let's look at Skinny Coffee, for example. They look at, I don't know, if you look, you know, we'll go to a coffee manufacturer or a wholesaler for coffee, and we'll just put it in a label that says Skinny Coffee on it. They've just made bank, serious bank, just from putting skinny before the word coffee. Like this liraglutide shit is it's a treatment for, you know, weight management and diabetes. They've just marketed that as a weight loss drug, and now they are making serious wedge off it. It's just 2 people buying something in bulk, marketing it a certain way, and then, like, you know, throwing shit at the wall and hoping it sticks. It's basically what it is.
It'll stick for a little bit, and then it'll fall off, and something else will take its place. And that's why every time this happens, people go, "Oh, another thing slating these." Yeah, because hopefully they get to a point where the last one's thrown at the wall and nothing's stuck. And then we're there, we're in the region where we don't have to worry about these stupid companies trying to sell like X product down your neck, and you then going, I haven't got results. Because as PTs, you tend to come to us when things don't work. And we're the ones that get the brunt of it. Like, well, I've tried these skinny coffees, I've tried this, and that.
We like a last resort.
And then we have to educate you on the calorie deficit. We have to educate you on this, and that. And the more you've bought into these things, the harder it is to educate you on these stuff because you still believe that there's a quick fix. So the more publicity we can give to how shit these products are makes our job a lot easier when we're telling you on how to achieve your body that you want, because you're not already sold a dream. We can just, you know, explain some science to you that's actually beneficial, that actually works, and you don't have to worry. Don't have to worry about believing us because we're the first things you've heard of, not bloody Skinny Jab.
Yeah. It's like you have clients come to me and they get so stuck in, like, I've tried this, I've tried that, and nothing works. I'm like, oh, this is how you do it. And my favorite answer is like, oh, I've tried that, it doesn't work. I'm like, have you tried it though? Let's see.
Well, I've tried it for a week. Oh, right, there we go.
Thing is, I tried eating healthy. I tried eating healthy for a day, but I didn't like it. Now I want to lose weight, but I can't eat healthy. I can't like eat properly. I'm like, okay, see you. Come back to me when you can.
Yeah.
Or come back to me when you're willing to listen. Oh, the first thing I get is like, oh, is there anything like I can take to like speed up my results? And I'm like, yeah, your time, because it's gonna take time, love. Like, or man, or whatever.
Like, and people just need to realize things take time. You don't get fat in a week. You're not gonna get in shape in a week. Just love the process. That's all I'm saying. Find something you enjoy doing. Love the process. I love lifting heavyweight. Dan loves like, you know, trying to lift heavy weight.
Lifting moderate weight.
Yeah, so that's there. But I think we're wrapping up that topic, and we've got a couple of lists of questions. So the first one being was someone asked, apart from the podcast, good start to the question, give me some other sources of good information that I can look at on Instagram to declutter my feed of Skinny Jab.
There are none. There are none. It's just the archive. No,
You just
there's loads. It depends.
Yeah. So I tell you what, you give a top 5.
Top 5 people to follow.
I think it doesn't have to be health and fitness. It can be in that realm of, you know, being a better bloke or female.
No, I think that love him or hate him, James Smith is probably if you're gonna follow anyone from health and fitness, it's got to be James Smith, because the way he breaks things down, and you know, he's easy to watch. His videos are like a minute long. He's relatively funny and relatable, and he's got good information. So I'd say James Smith is up there. I think Mike Israetel, if you're looking at hypertrophy, you know, that kind of thing. If you're looking at weight training, muscle growth, Mike Israetel is great. You got Barbell Shrugged, Anders Varna is some of their content is enjoyable. There's so many. Let me have a look at my Instagram. Let me have a look. I can't think off the top of my head. Let me have a look.
I'll go for some. If you're, like I said, James Smith is going to be on there. I feel like he's the advocate and he's the leading person at the minute of the sustainable, long-term, lifelong changes that you can enjoy and moderate. So give him a follow. If you don't, you probably do because you follow me. So next up, weightlifting advice. I'd probably go Sonny Webster. Is he the best lifter on the planet? No, I know, but you're too busy scrolling yours. So Sonny Webster, he's going to be a really good weightlifter. You know what I mean? He's been to the Olympic Games. He provides fun, enjoyable content. He makes things easy to like understand, which is always a big thing. And he does some really crazy shit. So give him a follow. Who else?
Right. I'll name a few. Right. If you're looking for supplements knowledge and supplement breakdowns and how supplements work, ask Court. So that's Ask Kort. So that's Court Cooper. He used to work in Cardiff Sports Nutrition, and he owns Biohack Pharmaceuticals, and he owns a gym or whatever. He's like supplement guru. Like the shit that he can spout about like supplements is nuts. John Rusin, Dr. John Rusin, you know, some of his stuff is good. You've got...
I got to throw Brett Contreras in. If you want to grow a set of glutes, if you want to grow a set of glutes, females, he is known as a glute guy for a reason. So if you want to grow a little peachy booty, males as well, myself included.
Stop doing these Courtney Black workouts and go do some of the Brett Contreras stuff. I guarantee you'll grow a bigger butt in a shorter period of time.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
And what else have we got? I do also like the hypertrophy coach, Joe Bennett.
Yeah.
He puts some really informational stuff surrounding bodybuilding and some he's doing a lot of banded home workout stuff at the minute, which could be applicable. They've got a load of different double drop sets, things like that, giant sets, all for a certain body part, which is what you look to do in bodybuilding, just stimulate as much metabolic stress as possible.
Another
muscle damage.
Another bodybuilding Revive Stronger. So Steve Hall, like really smart, really easy to listen to. You know, he does Q&A stories. Again, Eugene Teo, like quality bloke,
some
like
of his
really
lives.
really funny bloke, and some really good information.
We'll give a little home shout out. If you want any nutritional stuff, Chanel Team Pass on Instagram. Yeah. She's doing a lot of stuff around the nutritional side of things during lockdown, which a lot of these pages tend to opt towards training because that's their niche. But if you're into the nutritional side of things, follow her.
The Muscle Mentors, so Luke Hoffman, Callum Raystrick, Dean St. Mart, if you want to, you know, supplements, you know, if you're into like your performance enhancers, or if you like, because ultimately people do take steroids now. If you want to maximize your health and that kind of thing, I'm not advocating the use of steroids, but if you want to maximize your health and do it carefully and that, you know, Dean St. Mark's got a lot of good information. Jordan Peters, Josh Bridgman. Business wise, Mark Coles, you know, the owner of M10 Gym, you know, he's like a business fitness guru. Mark Coles.
What's his name? Brett Bartholomew. If you want to learn a bit more, if you're a coach yourself and you're looking to upskill yourself in the art of coaching, because it is an art, Brett Bartholomew is going to be a good
Ben
good
Pekulski.
listen. B-Pack, like him.
John Meadows, if you just want to follow someone really likable.
I'm thinking good strength. I tell you, Greg Knuckles. If you want a lot about the science of strength and getting stronger, Greg Knuckles. A really good podcast you should listen to. I'm gonna try not to butcher his name, but is the Joe Rogan podcast with Pavel Satsulin. I think that's pronounced right, but I feel like there's a good handful of people there. We might even leave a little from all in the description or something if you did want to go follow them on. I think we just
We'll put them in the
handles.
description of the, you know, put all
Yeah,
the Instagram handles mentioned in the description.
Yeah, there's probably named about 15, 20 people there, all with different reasons. So pick which one most advocates to you. I would probably follow them all to try and declutter your Instagram and provide some more knowledgeable information from reputable sources, not Jim Collins.
Stop following influencers as well. Like, stop following, like, you know, fitness celebrities. Follow people that have got like follow educators and things like that. You know, there's educators out there that've got a bit about them, and they kind of fall into that, like, you know, celebrity-esque category. They've got a bit of a personality, but ultimately, like, the fitness celebrity, you know, like, people like, I'm not bashing them or anything, but, like, you know, like Rob Lipsett and, you know, Simeon Panda, that kind of thing. Like, there's nothing
just to be funny in it. Like
they're just a novelty. And if you follow them and you, like, you know, they've got the way they are and they're success for a reason, but at the end of the day, they really offer nothing at this point. Like, I don't think they really offer much in regards to
like,
education. Like, their content is pretty bland.
But at the same time, you just want
same old.
They give you some easily digestible content, don't it? It's like they're the same people that repost their TikToks to their page because they get views. But at the end of the day,
you know what
like,
I mean? I'm a believer in, like, I've started to, like, really filter out what I'm consuming on social media, just because there's so much shit on there that I'm wasting my time watching. Like,
and it is necessary to do.
Like, come on, like, just like I still follow, like, Max Tuner and, you know, Christian Guzman and that, just because Max Tuner is a funny bloke. Idiot, fuck idiot. Yeah, but like,
because my screen time at the minute, I had a notification while we were on the podcast. 8.5 hours.
Mine's actually down 62%.
Nice, boy. Doing a good job. Doing better than me. Mine's up 9%.
That's, you know, in lockdown and being a PT is inevitable, really, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
My eyes have taken a battering.
Oh, yeah. Blue light blocks are needed. So another question I had was, when's the Playpen getting redecorated? I don't actually know. For those who don't know, the Playpen is the little home gym I'm rocking at the minute. It's taken a bit of a beating. And when I say a bit of a beating, a hell of a beating, there's probably about, out the 4 walls left there, you could probably make 2 full walls. So
there's like half a wall left in there.
Yeah, it's needed a redecoration, but it could happen after lockdown, when things have opened back up and I've got a gym to train at. I can maybe spend some time getting it renovated, but until then, who knows? Who knows? And then the final one I had was, I think we've answered it before. What's your favorite coffee? My favorite coffee? Yeah. Like if you had to like pick one blend right now. I haven't got a favorite, but my coffee order when I go to, like, a coffee shop is, like,
a double cortado or like a Americano
Fair.
or an iced
Because
Americano if I'm feeling a bit like, flamboyant.
yeah, iced Americano around this. Well, I say this time of year now. It's
Cold brew. Cold brew. Blow your head off, son. Like
Yeah.
a small cold brew. It's actually mad because like I ordered a large cold brew and the guy behind the counter was like, "Are you sure you want a large?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "There's double the amount of coffee in this because it like, we have to put double the amount into brew it from cold." I'm like, "Bro, you don't know who I am.
Do you know
You know
yeah,
who I
do you know
am.
who I am? El Pablo.
Rebsy. El Pablo.
Mr.
El
Cool.
Patron. El Patron. Mr. Cool. Yeah, you know.
But I think that is. Did you have any questions, by the way?
You say you want to touch on I can't remember what it was sparked on. Personal trainers should they be in shape or whatever.
Oh yeah. So this can be quite a pretty quick discussion, but we had a question that was like, well, it wasn't a question. It was something that sparked my interest with the whole Lane Norton. So I was looking through Lane Norton's post. Another good one to follow if you don't know who he is. He's got a PhD in nutritional science.
He's the guy
Knows what
that
he's on
calls
about.
out. He's the guy that calls out all the other influencers. He'll comment on other influencers and educators, like challenging them. Such a bold bloke, right? Just comments like, "This is bullshit information. This is bogus. You should know better." like no
Yeah,
decorum, but
like,
he knows his shit.
His page is really, really informative around the nutritional side of things as well. And I basically saw some guy comment, probably a little bit of a troll, but the thing was, I thought you were legit and have the diet guru status, but why your physique is just average Joe? I think you don't have to be PhD to have those kind of physique. Many people just have basic knowledge of dieting and still have better physique and shredded.
Wash your bash head.
Yeah. So, like, we'll touch on it quickly. Do you think personal trainers need to be in shape? Because what he's inferring to is he's got a PhD in nutrition and he's not in that good shape. I will show you the photo in question. If I look
That's
like
good
that,
shape. If that ain't in good
if I look
shape,
like that, I'd be happy.
that's not good shape. Shut up, you melt.
But do you think personal trainers need to be in good shape?
They definitely have had to have been there and worn the t-shirt. I feel they have to, otherwise, how could you preach something you haven't practiced? Like, you haven't got to be an absolute mental nick. Like, I'm not, if you train in Planet, I'm not absolutely jacked out the box.
The little boy PT.
Fuck off. Like, yeah, the little boy PT. Yeah, I'm the little boy PT. Like, I've got a young face. I'm a bit vertically challenged. I'm about 67 kilos. I'm not huge. I'm not but I'm in good shape. I'm fit. I'm active. I'm a healthy dude. I know my shit as well. So yeah, I've been there, done it. I've got the t-shirt. Have I been, 80 kilos in the past? Yeah. Joel, have you been Joel? If you don't know, you might look at Joel and think, I'm not going to say. I'll let Joel say it because it's a bit like you might look at Joel and think you might think a certain thing, But yeah. Joel, I'll have is very, very strong, but he's also lost a fair decent bit of fat recently as well.
So, like when I'm not in the best shape, you know what I mean? People don't look at me and think, "Oh God, he's the physique I want. I want to be rocking around the beach with him and Chris Hemsworth, rocking together." But at the same time,
no, he's the guy you'd want to stand next to at the beach.
Nah, people don't want to stand by me, bro. Look, diced. But I've dropped like 20 kg. Am I still a little bit on the heavier side? Yeah, I need to be for rugby. If I drop any lower, I'm basically useless as a prop. I'm trying to put back on. But do I know how to get you in good shape? Yes. Does Dan know how to get you bigger? Yeah. He's the person I'm going to for my bodybuilding style training. So I'm bigger than him. People would come to me normally and be like, "Oh, yeah, you know how to get big. Teach me." But it's not. And it's the whole thing of you walk past a busy restaurant, you'll tend to go there because it's busy. You will have that natural gravitation towards someone. If you want a six-pack, you look at someone with a six-pack and think, "You must know how to get a six-pack." But it could just be good genetics and he's actually got some dedication. Just because someone's got a six-pack doesn't mean he can get you a six-pack. That's the be-all and end-all of it. Am I...
Because I know
relatively
some
strong?
really...
Yeah.
I know some really stupid people with six-packs, bro. Like, really, really dumb people with six-packs. Like,
Yeah.
I know some jack dudes that are just really stupid.
Yeah, and do they train smart? No. Could they get in better shape with the help of myself or Dan? Probably. But at the same time, they've just got really good genetics and they're really gifted in the department of getting a six-pack. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just aside, like, there's two guys that come to the gym, yeah? And, like, if I'm standing, just hanging around reception, waiting for a client, whatever, they walk in, I'll hear them and they'll be like, what are we training today? But I'll be like, arms. Like, every day's either arms or chest.
Every day's arm day, bro.
It's mega
But-
funny.
Right, Dan, you've got your energy drink. I'm going to run and grab mine. We're on to the energy drink review.
Energy
ready?
drink review. Right, I'll wait for Joel to come back to show you mine.
Hola. Hola.
Little awkward pause there.
Right, it's going to have to be the 60-second drink review. I'm going to go first. We have got our Noco Caribbean, right? This is supposed to be a pineapple flavour. Loving the small can, you know what I mean? BCAAs in it. And
We need to give a criteria marking scheme.
I'm going to fill it in now. This is probably one of my favourites. Used to be my favourite until the limon kicked about, but taste is like a solid 7. Fitness ability, really good, small can, BCAAs, high caffeine content. I really like, so I'm going to give the fitness ability a, what did I give for the last Noco? They're all the same, aren't they? 10. Fitness ability,
Yeah.
10. Decoration on the can, very splendid. I do like a
Splendid. Yeah.
do like a nice can, but that's my review of the Noco. Short and sharp.
I got this big bold one, but I got a lemon rain this time.
I'm out of breath
Let's
now.
let's damn. The smell.
60 seconds. 3.
Don't rush me, boy. Right, 60
No,
seconds.
we go in
Plenty.
60
Right,
seconds.
60
3,
seconds. Right.
2, 1. Let's go.
Smells like diabetes. Taste.
Oh,
you know-
that face.
The lemon flavour is nice, but fuck me, how much fucking sweetener do you put in this?
Yeah.
Jesus. Right, what was the criteria? The lemon flavour is nice. If you like sweet beverages, banging. Do you know what it tastes like? A melted lemon sorbet that you've put about 10 spoonfuls of sweet and low in it.
Artificial.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just tastes really artificial. Not as bad as the blueberry. I'd give it a solid. What did I give the blueberry? A 4. This is probably a 6 out of 10. I did really like it. I tried it a while back and I gave it a 10 out of 10. God knows what was wrong with me then. Caffeine content is 200 milligrams per can. That
Better than this.
better caffeine content, but look how much liquid it is. And I'll be honest with you, I couldn't drink a whole one of those just based on the sweetness. It literally feel like my pancreas was shutting down. Fitness
And
ability
minute
is
over.
the fitness ability is 10.
Mm.
Did you just cut me short, bro? Fitness ability 10.
About the minute.
Fuck the minute. I don't follow the rules.
Oh. Boom.
BCAs, caffeine, valine, L-carnitine, that kind of good shit. Yeah, so 10 out of 10 for fitness ability, as will any zero-calorie energy drink will probably score 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Unless it's
Especially
really
the
shit.
BCAAs.
Unless it's like 500 milligrams of caffeine per can, in that case.
And then that's heart attack central. But
I mean, yeah.
that has been episode 5 of the Archive podcast.
That was a bit of a roller coaster.
Yeah, we've taken you on some
Hell of a
highs
ride.
and some lows. We've gone through the energy drink review. We've talked skinny jab.
We've seen some like with the
we've seen
rants.
bad cop Dan.
We've seen good,
But-
yeah. Like who was it that said that I was bad cop? That watched the podcast said like you were good cop and I was
Liv.
bad cop.
Yeah, Liv who's
Yeah, she's my biggest fan.
you just kind of played into the role. But
I feel like I'm
thank you.
nice. I feel like I'm a nice cop,
Moderate-ish cop. You know what I mean?
moderately nice cop, decent cop, Fair.
Well,
Anyway,
thank you all for listening. You can find our socials below. I'm at joelharries.pt on Instagram. That's at Dan Evans PT on Instagram. At archive.podcast on Instagram. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Episode will be going live at 6 p.m. on Mondays, usually. But you don't really know when that is because you're listening to this once it's live. So that was a bit pointless hearing. But we've got the breakdown coming every Thursday. Leave your questions on the Instagram page or send us directly to myself or Dan. That will be done every Thursday on an IG Live. And
look at that. Look at it. Respect it.
Respect it.
Yeah.
And if you've got any questions for future topics, let us know. Thank you.
I got a question. I don't know what I was going to follow that up with.
Right.
Yeah. Fucking
Right.
see you later. Bye.
Ta-da.